So this is the my classroom video series, and in this video series I mainly covers the daily lessons, the outcomes that I got from my daily classes that I do in my college or during college period. So here I am going to discuss some lessons that I learned from tomorrow's class, because last night I don't shoot the video, so that's why I am shooting the tomorrow's class video. So tomorrow yesterday's class, uh, yesterday class, I am in tomorrow for yesterday. So in yesterday's class I firstly attend the class of data structure. So in data structure this time sir is teaching us Polish notation. So Polish notation is a way to calculate or way to solve the expressions expression that we solve in the form of like BODMAS. BODMAS. So in Polish notation, firstly we know that already we have discussed that why we use Polish notation. So Polish notation, there are some techniques like prefix and postfix that are used for higher accuracy and faster calculation. That's why the Polish notation is introduced for the computer to make computer system computer device more accurate. Its calculation uh, can be become more accurate or more faster. So in Polish notation there are three types exist. Infix, the normal thing that we see any expressions like is this visible, x plus y. So this is the normal form, that is called infix. Polish notation contains three types, in which this is the first, infix. So this is the normal form of infix. So when Polish notation was introduced, there are two more, that is prefix and postfix. That is also we called increment and decrement like operators. So that is the same functionality is called prefix and postfix method. So in prefix we will write this expression in the prefix. We will write this expression. So we do what do in the prefix, just we take this operator and put it in the primary location of the expression. So this will become plus xy. This is the prefix of that infix, and we also convert this prefix into again in postfix. So in postfix what we have to do, just we do the same thing that we did with this prefix, just we have to replace this operator in the post position, in the last position of the this expression. So x plus y will convert into x y, a plus in the end. So this is the postfix expression. So we will studied about this also for solving larger expressions. We know about the priorities to whom we have to solve first, like in BODMAS. BODMAS, we firstly solve brackets, then off, then division, then multiplication, then add, then subtract. So this is the priority list for BODMAS. Firstly we start with here bracket and goes like this. Priorities lies like this. So similarly, in Polish notation, we follows priorities for the operators. So firstly, that has highest priority, L4, L3, L2. I don't know why what is the meaning of L, because sir tell us level, we can say level. So the first priority, the highest priority has brackets. Thirdly, we can give some special characters like dollar sign, modular sign, and also we power sign. When we have to give the power of any, we use this sign. L2 में multiplications and divisions, L1 में plus minus. So this is the priority list for the Polish notation we use for solving the bigger expressions. So for example, if you took an example of how we solve any bigger expressions, so it is quite very easy. Just example, suppose there is expression x plus suppose a minus b modular asterisk suppose c, and we close the bracket, and suppose we get one more expression operator like modular, then we can take z anymore. So we have to solve this. This is in the format of which infix. We also call it binary format. So this is in the binary format, and we have to convert it in which prefix, that is called also increment and also postfix. So for converting this, just we have to follow our priorities. So what was our priorities? So priorities, we have to follow first priority for bracket, then for what? Special characters, dollar, modular, power, then multiplication, then division, then plus minus. So firstly we go with the higher priority, bracket. So where is bracket in this expression, whole expression? So here is the bracket. So firstly we solve this. So x plus we come to the bracket. So bracket contains two operators. First is for of minus, and second is of multiplication. So which has higher priority? Which operator has higher priority, minus or multiplication? So basically multiplication has higher priority. So firstly we solve this portion. So for this, just we have to convert it prefix. So prefix, it will come before b. So minus will be the remain same, and this will come here like this, and we will write remain in the same order. And the interesting thing is that now this sign of multiplication has converted in operand. Operand 2. We will call it whole this expression. We will treat it like a operand, not operator. It will not now treated as operator. We will treat this multiplication sign like what? Like operand. So this is the operand, and we will close it. So for this operand and this operand, here is the operator in the bracket, and we are solving the bracket according to priority. So now again we will solve bracket again. So here is our operator, and here are two operands. So we will keep this before. So this will converted into minus, and now we can note it similarly a and asterisk b c. So now this minus again will converted into operands. Now we will not treat it like operator. So now we have we can treat it. Now we have modular and z. So now we check how many operators we have. First is here and second is here. Minus and multiple multiplication sign asterisks will not consider as operator, because already we have performed the uh, operations with these. So now it will both will uh, be treated as operand, not operator. So now we have two operators, this modular and this plus. Which has higher priority? This modular. So we will solve it first. So now remaining all are same. X plus minus a asterisk b c and no b c. We have to take it this side. So before this we will firstly write it modular sign, then note it minus a asterisk b c. Now we can note the z. So now this whole will be converted into operand. It will also be treated now as what? Operand. It is not here operator. So where is operator? The only one. This is plus sign. So now we have to um, uh, place it in the beginning of all the expression. So this plus now x, then this all operand modular minus a asterisk b c z. So this is the final expression for simplified form of this bigger expression. So this is called prefix. Similarly, just we have to replace this in the end of expressions for converting it in postfix. So firstly I will convert it in postfix. So firstly I will come into the this region. So here is this expression asterisk expression where is this is whole, and here b c asterisk minus this will convert it into. Now we have this and this, so it has more varieties. A b c asterisk minus z and modular. This will be converted into expression, and we have here operand. So x, this expression is modular minus z modular, and this will be called on the side here. So this will be the final expression. So this is called the postfix, and this thing we discussed in the maths class, not maths class, yes class. And so in the next class I also in the maths class I know about the differential equation. So firstly we have to know the what is the differential equation. So differential equation is a form of equation which includes or variables, what variables, or derivative of variables. This is called differential equation. What contains it? Variables and derivative of variables. How we can say derivative of variables, like dx square x plus dx plus dx plus d d dx dx, and here you can say dy dx 5 and like 3 equal to 0. This is the derivative. It containing lots of things. Firstly, what? Variables. So here is where is variables. All these things are variables. This is variables, this is variable, this is variable. Or we can also add here one more variable, that is z, like so here is a variable. So variables, derivatives of variables, मतलब differential form of variables. So dx d d2y by dx is also a form of differential derivative variable, and this is also a form of derivative. So this in the differential equation we mainly discuss or saw the things related to variables and derivatives of variables. If we talk about variables and differential equation, uh, we have to discuss mainly two more subtopics in, or some little uh, elements of differential equation, that is degree, and order. So we have already noted here differential equation, that is d square y and dx plus 3 dy dx. And we can say here z0. So what is degree? If we talk about degree is the highest power in the equation for any derivative or any term. So mainly derivative term which has the highest power. So if you see here, what is its power? 1. What is its power? 2. So the highest power is called what? Degree. So the degree of this expression is what? 2. If we talk about order is nothing but of the format of the highest form of derivative. So which one is the highest form of derivative in this expression? Form of derivative means derivatives are of several types. Like we also call it find the y dash. Y dash means what? Dy by dx. Y double dash means d2y by dx. This is the second order, this is the first order, and not first order, this is the second order. Second order. No. This is the first order, this is the second order. So if we have to find the order, what we seeing here, the highest form of order, when we have to find the order, the highest form of order. So where is the highest form of order? Here is the order 2, second order derivative. Here is the first order derivative, and no any other derivative. So we will compare it into these. So which one has highest order? So this one has highest order. So the final order of the equation will be what? 2. So the degree is also 2 and order is also 2. So this is called the degree and order. Order is the form of derivative, means highest order of derivative. Degree means the power of derivative, derivative form. After that, we also know about the types of differential equation. Types. So there are two types. How many types? Two types of differential equation. Which one? First one is ordinary. It is also called ODE, differential equation. So we can call it shortly ODE, ordinary. Second one is partial. PDE. So how it these two seems like? What is the format of this? So ordinary, like it is similar to like a differential equation. Simple, when we write anything dy by dx format, like x plus y any function. This is called ordinary format, normal format, ODE. This is, that is in the form of dy by dx. It only contains one independent variable. This ordinary expression only contains one independent variable. Where is that one independent variable? Here is that independent variable, because everything is depending on this variable. We are finding differentiation with respect to which? Respect to x, means everything is respect to x, means x is what? Independent. Everything is depending on x, means what? X is independent variable. So it contains, ordinary contains only one uh, in independent variable. If we talk about partial differential equation, it contains two, what? Two independent variable, independent var. So how it seems like, we write this in the format of del. We can write it del what del z upon del x, or del, we can write any variable like q del q upon del y equal to constant any. So this is the C format of partial differential equation. So it contains what? How many independent variables? So it contains two independent variables. Where are both independent variables? First one is x and second one is y. But there is an interesting thing that in this partial differential equation, for some time this x behaves like constant when we find anything with respect to y. And when we find anything with respect to y, this x behaves like constant. So adjacently, the characteristic, the type of both the variables are changing in this format, in the partial differential equation. So these are the things that we studied tomorrow. And also I studied, or I learned some interesting things that I am going to discuss here. But before that, I am going to give an extra tip and a special, you can say it, technology, the modern technology. If you are feeling lots of boring, and you have no any tools to practice mathematics or revise anything on the papers, you have lack of papers, so you have to just do what? You have to go to the shop and buy 10 rupees marker. You have to buy a simple black or blue 10 rupees marker. You can also purchase a box of ink, and the interesting thing is here, you can convert this type of notebooks that whose the upper layer of a thick plastic, you can convert it like a whiteboard, like this. So like this whiteboard, you can easily write on this. So for this, what you have to do, you have to take a white page like this, you have to insert here. And now this will become like what? A complete whiteboard. Complete whiteboard like this, that I am using this time for mind map. I have used this copy like a whiteboard. That is quite amazing. So you can use these techniques for math practice, and it is easily erasable because it is quite simple. You can erase this by simple any We can erase it like this. So this is fine, whiteboard. Now we start our most interesting and one more interesting thing. So tomorrow I have also listened lots of thing on YouTube, on internet, but the thing that I uh, literally from where I got lots of things, I will also discuss about uh, history chapter in which I have know about king and kingdom. Mainly I read about king and kingdom coins like this thing. My silk roots, silk roots. Trade roots and dynasty. So I will also discuss about those things that this time I am reading the NCRT's book of 6 to 12. So I will also discuss the some interesting thing from that also. But now this time I am discussing about a book that is Unstoppable Us. So I was listening a video of Yuval Noah Harari. He's a American writer, historian, or modern philosopher, you can say it. So I heard uh, that he was talking about his a book on Unstoppable Us. So this book is also similar to his previous book that was worldwide famous, Sapiens. So he was telling that and he was mainly in that video was answering the questions of the audience and related to this book Unstoppable, means what is this book is about and how it is different from the other your previous books. So the Yuval Noah Harari said that this book is quite illustrative and in this lots of diagrams and there are lots of pictorial representation are given here, and it is describing our human history and our evolution periods in a very easy manner, and it is a quite engaging. So also he discussed about the modern time threats. What are the biggest threats of modern time? Like the first uh, biggest threat for us is climate crisis, climate change, we can say. Second one is AI, artificial intelligence is in itself a biggest threat for our humanity, because if we um, um, don't define a goal for this, for AI, and it will become the destroyer of humanity, or it may become the more intelligent, and it may also make authorities uh, on all human beings. Why it can be a really dangerous for us, AI? Because AI is a tool, but it is not similar to all um, past tools like televisions, knives, fires, mobile phones, and any other tools like pens and watch, anything. So why AI is quite different and it is like an alien for us? Because before that, any tool that we invented, we made, they can't make decisions by itself. They have no any ability, they had no any ability to make decisions by itself and uh, making thought by itself. They are not capable of that, and they are not they are not able to do the things without gaining the command of any humans. You can't, any pens can't write without the order of a human being. Any fan can't move without the order of a human being. Any knife can't cut anything without the order of human being or without the permission of human beings. But that AI is such a uh, alien tool that or not alien for this time, but it may be in the next some years if we don't control on this or don't make it uh, uh, more um, commandful and more truthful, because AI is not also a tool, but it is also like an infant, a child, a little child. AI is learning from us, and we are not clean guy. Actually, we are also containing uh, hmm, lots of demerits, lots of defaults, lots of bad behaviors. And AI is a such tool. It only relies on just data. Hmm. It it consider everything a data, a given data. If you give a bad data, it will don't judge whether it is bad or good. It will give in the form of output whatever provided to the AI. It is observing us. It is not nowadays working by our decisions, by our command. It is also observing things from our behaviors. It don't matter what we are giving the AI or child to command. They just observe our behaviors. They learn from our activities. So that's why AI is going to be very hmm, uh, a threatful technology for us. And the other thing is war, because uh, this time uh, in the all over world there is a lack of a thing, that is trust. And trust in the manner of collaboration. We know that the biggest connecting brick for humanities is collaboration. uh, the power of collaboration is not more powerful than human beings to any other animals. A chimpanzee cannot make or collaborate in the numbers of 1 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs, or crores of chimpanzee. They can't collaborate with each other. Just they making a small teams or a small groups like 15 or hundreds like group. But the power of collaboration goes on an extreme level for a human beings. They can collaborate in a millions, in a billions of numbers. And thing the real thing that make us different from other animals or other creature, this is the single thing, that is collaboration. And collaborations, the hmm, root is trust. If there will be no trust in nations, there will be no trust in the people of societies, everything will be collapse. There will be no any existence of anything. Everything depending in this time on what? Trust. And its biggest example is what? Money. Because if you say, if you ask what is money, what is a piece of paper. So anybody can create it. Hmm? Not, it is not a just piece of paper, it is more than that. It is a something like it is a trust. Hmm. It also says in the his back front of his I promise you to pay that amount to any uh, supplier or any body. So it is nothing but trust. Money is also a form of trust. Everything is working so smoothly. The reason behind it is money, and money is itself also a form of trust, a physical form of trust uh, that can you provide to people to uh, trust on him, and that also gives more power or a huge or a strong connection for building a larger collaboration. So that's the thing, that is trust is declining or day by day gradually decreasing in the all over the world. uh, Everyone was just thinking about itself, our desire, our requirements, our blind desires, not desire, our blind desires. So that's why this time there is also a huge threat of war, and this war will be the last war of our universe or planet. Because when we faced second world war, there was no any weapons like we can destroy even a complete single nation. But this time we have such uh, enormous weapons or enormous atom bombs and uh, other type of military weapons. Then we can not just destroy a bigger nation, but we can destroy this whole earth uh, 15 to 16 times. So that's the biggest threat for our human beings this time. So we have to need to build a good trust in our society. Huh. And what is the thing that um, uh, give us a huge trust, a good trust to us? The beautiful thing that we can connect every human being, we can connect with whom every human beings, that comes in the form of a story. A story is a single thing, or a story about a specific thing that uh, make us or convince us to trust on anything. We know the story about mobile phone. Everyone knows about the story of mobile phone, means how mobile phone works and what is the benefits and the what is the functionalities of any mobile phone. So the any person from all over the world will see the mobile phone, or two person from any corner of the world uh, come on a table to discuss about the mobile phone. They can connect each other, because they have the same story about the mobile phone. So that is the biggest thread that binds all human beings, story. So I have also read a thing, means a story is the biggest thread that binds all human beings. So what if we have to combine or um, bind or collaborate the more and more human beings in a single thread, and how the thread should be, so how the story should be. So uh, I get a thought. The story should be shorter and simple, mainly simple. We can simple and engaging and more enjoyable. Uh, that no one can irritated by that. So you know about how engaging is mobile phone. uh, Without reason you spends lots of hours on the mobile phone. So it is quite me quite easy, quite interesting. So that's the power of a good story, a simple story, a engaging story. And what are the things that I have learned more from here? AI is also, it has uh, some pros, some benefits that uh, by using AI can also find different type of treatments, medicines, and many type of machineries we can invent, and we can also uh, uh, re- uh, do our research and our uh, development, and whatever the things that we uh, calculate or solve, we can perform it more precisely and more accurately. I said the biggest threat for human beings is trust. So why this time trust is lacking from our world? So the reason behind is that everyone considering its want to consider itself different, special, and extraordinary, and the same thing and the same is the quality of our ego. Uh, if we talk about in spirituality, in philosophy about ego, the behavior of ego is similar to this and exactly same. Always ego consider itself different, extraordinary, special from this whole society, and everyone in this whole society want to consider itself, want to establish itself as a special being, and that's the reason behind we are just lacking our trust from all over the world for establishing like an extraordinary just we are going on extreme, all want to go in the extreme all the times, but not every time everything exists in the black and white form. It may be gray, it may be brown, and made of gray and brown, or any corner of the brown, gray, and other several millions and billions of color in which your truth can be lies. But we human beings just want to find our uh, reality and space and existence in the black and white format, other higher and lower. uh, so that is not the practical thing for human beings. Just that I am the special. No. Every being is equal. Not I am saying that every human being is equal. Every being is equal, whether it is animal, whether it is plant too. Everything is connected to each other. You can't say that I will be happy by eating my one hand. You can't keep safe, you can't uh, uh, keep safe your other hand by eating your one hand. It is impossible, because your whole body is connected to each other. Similarly, this whole nature, this whole ecosystem is connected to each other, and if you will harm to one creature, one being, you will also be defected, you will be also uh, felt or fail some or not some many difficulties, many bad impacts on you. Yeah. Because we all are the part of a ecosystem, we all are the bricks of a house, and if you are destroying bricks from a house, and you are supposing that this house will be kept safe, that is, it is impossible. You can't uh, be safe in a house by destroying some bricks from this house, huh? You are not out of this planet, huh? The things, everything of this planet is connected to each other and dependent to each other, huh? So by destroying other beings, you can't exist or happily exist on this planet. You have to mm, struggle with, and you have to face lots of problems, when you harm to others. Not in the direct form, it will come into the form of the mm, bill of your uh, medical facilities, uh, health bill, and medicine bill, and uh, uh, treatment, foods, and any more. What is the other thing that I can tell you? Decision making on that contains AI. That was interesting for AI decision making. That before this, there was no any tool that can have have a decision making ability. Mm. And one interesting thing about the fear and it. We always uh, fear sometimes, when something is making noise behind us, we say there is a ghost, there is a wizard, and we imagine lots of dangers and threats. So what is the reality, and what is the reason behind this? We often afraid and frightened with these like things. Also, it is a natural, because we are